Welcome back another edition of the Down and Back of CornDoug. This is a show that's been a long time in the making, and I know Sean's going to smile at that because I've been on his ass all the time for a while. But before we introduce them, we're going to get into a couple show stuff here. Remember, presented here by Octane Cornhole. Go check out octanecornhole.com. Use the discount code CornDoug because Matt's now told me it's still up from last year. CornDoug will get you 10% off of any of your order for your shirts, your jerseys you have there, your hoodies. Matt's getting shorts and possibly leggings for you ladies or guys if you want to wear leggings as well too. Then when you're done that, go over to myearfun.com. Get yourself some cool earbuds. I got my Earfun Airs in right now. Use discount code there as well. CornDoug get you 20% off. I know they've got some great deals on some of their products that are like half price right now. They can take another 20% off of that. So go and check them out at myearfun.com. Then, of course, as always, I'm not sure what kind of discount you would get or if you'd make you charge you more if you say that I sent you. jccornhole.com. Check out Jamie's stuff. You have to give him a message. He kind of does all pricing, just kind of basically on what you want for your boards. So check him out, jccornhole.com or jccornhole on Facebook. And then now, Cornhole Newfoundland, Mr. Sean and Amber. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Like I said, this show has been a while for me, and even, when you guys first start up, it's like, because for me, Newfoundland is home. That's where all my family's at, and it was like, yes, we're gonna get a chance to go to Newfoundland to play cornhole.
No, it's deadly, man. It's good to be on the show. It only took about a year, a little over a year.
Yeah, we were first before we could come on and say anything.
Well, and actually, you guys have been really busy, which we'll get into. But I know you guys have your pool background, but how did you get playing cornhole?
Well, we started off playing washers, actually. Yeah. We always played washers up at the camper. And then last summer, someone brought up a cornhole set, and we were like, man, this is so much better. We don't have to go looking for the bags the whole time in the grass.
Going for washers everywhere.
Yeah.
That was good, yeah. Just Mike, one of the guys, comes up there. He brought up, we didn't know what it was at first. I'm like, man, what's this all about? Start playing, and next thing you know, we're like, full weekend, nonstop, over and over and over. Yeah. And then eventually, me and Amber were like, man, we should probably try to get something on the go or figure out how it's going to go and, how down the road or whatever. So it took, about 6 months or more?
Yeah, just because we played pool leagues for years. So Sean's like, wouldn't it be cool to have a cornhole league, like a pool league? And I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. And so I spent months just looking it up online to see if there was even such a thing. And then I stumbled across you guys and ACL, and I was like, oh my God, there's actually a huge organization out there for cornhole. Yeah, it's like, how do we be a part of this?
And I first kind of found out from you guys, kind of as everyone does in Newfoundland, is, I have a cousin that's a mutual friend, Amanda Snow, that's just how Newfoundland is. Everyone's a cousin and knows someone else or someone else. But, and then I was like, I got to talk to him. We'll get something started there. And then all of a sudden, you guys are already on the go.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was a few months. And then between you and Matt, we managed to get the jigs and reels and actually get something started, which was great because I must say, he's really had to turn around a lot.
For a bit anyways. I mean, we had it all started and then we got shut down for a good while because of COVID, like everyone else.
Yeah.
But at least
you guys did have a really good run going almost all summer. Kind of what you guys for well, I guess no, you guys got started in the winter there,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
we started back in July.
We started first in January, then we ended it in March.
Yeah, January to March, and then we were able to start back in July, and then been going since then.
That's right.
Well, now and like I said with last week with with Johnny from Peterborough, that they start off. They said they were small. They had 40 people, but you guys were the same way. Your first night, you guys were just on the go.
Yeah. We started off with what our first week is about.
Well, the first the first night we did a free night, our first night.
Just
so we had 30 some people the first night, and then it dropped down after that because we started charging then. But even now we do it Wednesday and Thursday night, and we're getting about 20 bodies both nights. So it's going pretty good considering. There's a lot of people that want to come out, but they're just too afraid because of everything that's going on. So
yeah.
So exactly. Well,
what was a real kickback, right?
Oh yeah, well, all of us here are all jealous of you guys because we're watching you guys have your league nights 2 nights a week, and we're just all back.
We actually
and we can't even have 5 people.
Yeah, now it's good to keep it going. You know, we run scattered tournament every few weeks too on weekends and that, and we make sure there's hand sanitizers. We got to wear masks. We try our best to keep everybody, you know, their social distance and stuff like that. Now,
as much as you can, anyway.
Yeah. I know here in Newfoundland, like, there's a thing called the bubble. I don't know if they get the bubble up where you're to, but like, you know, some people in your group can be together.
Pretty much our whole league is a bubble now.
Yeah.
We're all one bubble together.
Pretty much, yeah. It's the same players pretty much every week is the same people. So we you know, it's like pretty much family, right?
Well, exactly, and I've got to watch some of your videos from your tournaments, and you know what, you guys. The thing I love about you guys is you're just there for fun. Like everyone's there having a great time, and it's almost like right from the go, you guys were. I can kind of see that everyone was kind of ribbing each other, kind of, you know, giving each other everything. That's for me, that's the fun part of cornhole.
Yeah, I must say the players we got, they're really good.
And they do, because I mean, we have league every week. We don't pay out any money at all. Like, it's not. We will pay it out at the end of the year, but everyone just wants to come out and have a good time. Pretty much, like, they don't care that they're not getting any money every week. We're probably one of the only cornhole leagues that do that. I assume. I don't know if anybody else runs it like we do.
I know we run pretty sure we run a lot different than a lot of other places. Just the whole background we had and the way we run tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You guys kind of do that the similar to pool. So you guys, you don't have the payout each week, but there is some money that goes into the pot for possibly going up to any of the big ACL tournaments.
Yeah, so like we're going to have what I call the championships now in June. So I have it set up so there's 4 seasons, and so each season's about 9 weeks. It's a bit scattered out because we had a different start date, you know, and then we were shut down. So Wednesday nights are 11 weeks long, and then the 12th week is the playoffs, and Thursdays is 9 weeks, and the 10th week is the playoffs. And then so I have it split into different divisions now. So I have like novice, intermediate, competitive, advanced, and pro. We have our own little pro, you know, not actual ACL pros, but pros for our division anyway. And so we give away a spot in each division at every playoffs, and now in the championships, everyone will play off for the money. So there should be about 10 grand or more that we'll be playing for now in June.
Which I think you guys kind of do that stuff with that 4-week, or the 4 kind of, I don't want to say semester, season in a year, which is almost the same as what we do, because we split our leagues up into 9-week segments, which I think is fantastic, because you don't have that whole drag on kind of league. It's you can get it over and done with quick.
So you can get other players in between each season then too, you know what I mean? Where it's not like consistently going. You can get, you know, you get players from one season. You might pick up a couple new players this season, second season, third season, and so on, right?
Yeah. And I have it set up. It's the wins don't get you into the playoffs. The attendance gets you into the playoffs. So as long as you play at least 5 out of 9 weeks, you're automatically in the playoffs.
Well, see, I think that's a great thing as well too, where you don't have to show up every week. You can maybe miss a couple weeks because we all know there's other, you have work stuff, commitments, family commitments, where you don't have to show up there every week to keep things going.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and as you've heard here now, Amber keeps saying that and I've said it all along. She's the brains. Sean's just
he makes the boards.
I just build the boards and sets everything up and put everything away. And, yeah, she's the brains of the operation.
I'm gradually showing him what to do.
I swing a hammer for him, so.
But the other thing I love too, and the thing is you guys got it right off the bat, and a lot of cornhole leagues still don't understand is that a lot of your tournaments, it's going to something. Money, there's some sort of money is going to go to someone else in need.
Oh, I'll definitely. We split, like I say, we do the last couple tournaments we've been doing now. We've put like say novice and intermediate together. We'll put
competitive and advanced. Yeah, we just combine some of the divisions.
Combine them, so like at least everybody's getting out. They're getting more matches to play as they're going on. Is where if we just do a singles up in each division, you know, you play 2 games, you're out, single elimination, which is, you know, you're not getting people out.
Most of our tournaments we run swap or rounders so that everyone gets in at least 5 matches.
Yeah. So now we just got to get you to string out that day to have singles and a doubles going in there and just make it longer. But I know the way Newfoundland goes, I don't know if anyone will be standing by the time you'd be done playing that second tournament.
Most of the time we're not.
No, we'll have like a bring your own partner for the first couple hours, then there's your blind drop for the second one, and everybody's pretty blind for the second.
Oh yeah, blind comes around and it's just a shit show.
Yeah, literally.
Well, and that's what I said. You know, when I first seen that you guys were playing, you're going to be, especially coming in the ACL. It's like first thing that came into my head was ACL tournament, George Street Festival. In St. John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? That would be.
Like,
we're gonna come here. We'll screech everyone in. It'll be a great time.
I think with all the people that are coming from away, I think that cod may be well used by the end of the night.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Right. But then you talked about some of your players, and you say you're not sure about the pro division, your own kind of pro, but we got to see the last couple of weeks there. You've got some players. They may not think they're good, but you know, they made me look really smart. Is what I'm going to say. Right? When they were all talking, like, "Going to win this," watch out for those guys.
Yeah, they were. When Matt mentions about that virtual cornhole tournament, me and them were like, man, we gotta ask a few of the guys. You know, they want to chime in on this, right? So we came back because we had a cabin rented for New Year's. So we got back to town, made a few phone calls, got Kevin to manage down the Legion to let us play down there because it's the only spot we play.
And the Legion wasn't even open.
They
just let us in to use the room.
Yeah. It was freezing. It was absolutely freezing in there.
No heat or anything in there.
And so I got the guys come down, and like Dion, who has, man, right up the hop through 95. I was like, geez, good start, right?
Yeah.
And Albert and Graham followed right behind. Was shooting good.
For the most part, they were pretty camera shy.
They were a bit camera shy.
As soon as they were off the camera, they were hitting 90s and 100s the whole time. As soon as they got on the camera, they just 60s
fell and
apart.
70s, yeah.
I unfortunately, I know that feeling.
I told them from now on during the playoffs, I'm going to film the final matches and broadcast it to get everyone used to playing on camera and used to playing in front of people, so that when we finally do get to go away and play against you guys, they're not going to just fall apart with everyone watching.
Well, and I think that's the thing. It's just it's because I struggle with that too. Even I got no idea why I'm camera shy playing because I'm doing this. But it's just it's that thing where you think, oh, people are watching you, and you kind of when you do get those bigger tournaments, you're getting all those eyes on you. Where you go to your local tournament, you've just got everyone's already sitting there just at their table or whatever, not really paying attention. They'll look at the end score, but they're not really eyes focused in on that final. That's
right. Yeah. It's a different feeling. It's a totally different feeling.
Yeah, you've just got that pressure, but like I said, you guys you've got so much fun down there, and with your can't even think of the word now, but just all the charity stuff you guys do. What have you got kind of coming up on the schedule? I know you guys got tournament coming up this weekend.
We've been doing a few fundraisers actually, and lately we've been doing some for the Legion itself because they plan on raising the ceiling for us. So we'll actually have more height now to throw bags, and we don't get them stuck up in the tiles.
We had a few people stick a couple of bags in the tile. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But every chance we can, we'll either run a fundraiser for the Legion, or there's one guy that used to play a couple times, but just got sick. And another guy asked, do you want to do a fundraiser for him, raise a couple? Yes, and that was a solid turnout for that.
We had a few more fundraisers lined up as well, but then, we got a few cases, and then the companies got scared and they kind of backed out. So it all got pushed ahead for a bit. But I think once, the vaccine starts coming around and, we start getting more people out, we'll be doing a lot more fundraisers and that kind of stuff too.
We're just trying to
I also know that in the wintertime, you guys have to deal with more than COVID. You guys got to deal with that snow.
What do you do?
Well, we're pretty lucky this year. There's only a couple centimeters down. There's nothing major.
No snow again this year.
No snow again this year. Just on last year, we had 227 centimeters of snow down, so that was pretty bad.
I had seen you guys. Sean had to go do a bit of work. I can't even show a picture on the show here where there was someone who actually the snow drifts were above their head, kind of.
I think it was either Todd or Bobby Sparrow, one of them. Amber was in the backyard, was snow blowing, and the snowbanks was up to her head. It
literally snowballing it just to play cornhole.
Yeah.
Snowbanks over our head.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm really glad you guys get in the ACL, because there's, it's like I said, it's a whole family atmosphere where there's even some more leagues starting to kind of pop up, but they're not really actual leagues. Because I remember, like I said, family is everything down there, and I get like phone calls from people going like, "Oh, hey, I've been in Bay Roberts, and they're actually playing cornhole down in the park," or
Yeah.
For me, actually, you guys need to get a league going in Coombs Cove, because that was where I should be able to clean up over here.
Eventually, once this COVID thing starts to lighten up a bit, we'll start expanding a little bit further across the hall and try to get more people. Because this summer, like I say, I build boards and stuff, and just flat out, like constantly getting calls, constantly building boards.
You got a list of people now waiting for boards, and just doesn't have the time to make them, because it takes a few weeks to make the boards.
It takes time. Plus, I'm working full time as well, so it's hard to do both. But this summer has been so busy, but everyone you bump into this person or that person, like, oh yeah, I play up at the camper, or I play at this park, and
they're all playing with Matt's bags now.
Yeah, there's been a lot of octane. A lot of octane bags going around here now. So,
and that thing is like Mac, you saying, it's almost like a shipment going out a month of octane bags.
Morning.
Well, it's like, and then I went and I was kind of eyeing up at the shop there, where there was a bag that wasn't a set of bags that weren't stamped. I was like, "You've got one set of Cornhole Newfoundland bags there. What are you doing with them?" He's like, "They were just an extra set that were made. They didn't need them." I was like, "Okay, I'm taking them with me, because I need at least one set of those."
Yeah.
God love you promoting for us.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's for me, and even talking to some other people, I was like, when you guys first started up, it was like, talking with you guys starting to come up, I was like, I would almost tear up at times, because it's just, I wanted it to be in that area so bad, because then I can go down. I don't have to just go and visit family now. Can go and play while I'm there, and it's just, I know what the atmosphere would be like, and I want to be able to go down and check it out.
To have you guys here to play, it's going to be great.
Yeah, you really got to push for a conference down here. That'd be phenomenal.
And now we'll have high enough ceilings.
Yeah, I think the boys up there will love it. Now the worst part, what I will do before the tournament, I'll bring them all down on George Street, screech them all in, get them pissed off drunk, then play the tournament the next day and beat all the rest.
Well, that's luckily I'm already there, so I don't have to do that. So. But no, I want to thank you guys for coming on, talking Cornhole Newfoundland, because it's just, it's like I said, you've kind of, you're been around for a year, so you're kind of in there with the mix with us, and we've got so much stuff we're just chomping at the bit to be able to release, to let people know what's going on with ACL Canada. That as soon as COVID's done, we're going to get it going.
Oh yeah, we'll be out to play against you. I mean, we're playing for the money in the championships this year, only because we can't travel. Any other year, it's going to be trips that are awarded, not the money. We want to be able to go play against everyone else and kick all your asses.
Well, I got to represent, show some, put us on the map. So,
exactly.
People.
Yeah. Well, and then actually, you guys got the tournament going on here on Saturday here, but will you be kind of keeping an eye on any of the live feeds or anything that's be going on with the ACL down in sunny Florida?
We'll try, but
try as much as we can.
two of us are running at the same time, so it's kind of hard to.
And we're playing, so we don't just run it; we play in it as well. Because we just like to play, and no one else cares that we're playing in it and running it. So.
And we're teaching people how to use the tablets now, and we do a deck around for like every match we do now. We do a deck around match, and then for our league on Wednesdays and Thursdays, when we play our swap, and then the finals at the end. Amber will go home at the end of the night. She'll calculate up all the numbers. I
go back through everyone's match, and I spend hours calculating all their deck round averages from the match. And that's how I determine who's going to be in what division, whether it's novice, intermediate. And I kind of had to change the numbers a bit. I don't go by the ACL's numbers for, 0 to 50 would be novice, but for us, 0 to 30 is novice, and intermediate is 30 to 40. So that like I said, I spend hours every Monday at work going through all the stats for everyone and just calculating what division they should be in.
Well, and that's the thing. It's so much fun. There's so many numbers. There's so much games within a game, but it's when it all comes down to it, is that Cornhole Newfoundland is just fun.
Oh God, yes. Yeah. And every player that will tell you like this is a good time, it's a good laugh. Everybody gets along with everyone, and we get new players show up, and our regular league players like, oh man, yeah, I'll show you how this, how the computer works, and I'll show you should probably throw the bag this way or whatever. Like everyone's trying to help everybody to be better. You know what I mean? And have fun with it too, right?
Shout out to Gwen and Ange, who pretty much got like our whole Thursday.
Really,
they joined and they just got everybody they know to join. So Thursdays, I don't think will be possible without the two of them. And they're great.
And for anyone that is watching, they can check you out on Facebook, Cornhole Newfoundland on Facebook. There's also a Cornhole Newfoundland Players Facebook group where you can go in and that was kind of a slow thing to get going, but now people are really starting to chat in there, kind of starting to really getting that going too.
Yeah, I got a page just for like everyone, and then I got a group just for like the players, pretty much, where I post the stats and everything like that. So I only keep like the players and a few special guests like you in there.
Well, it's fun because you guys, I've really noticed a big jump in viewers from Newfoundland, and it's I've kind of joked with a couple of people where they were talking about it. I was like, maybe there might be some Newfoundland royalty already in Cornhole, and they've been kind of like, well, who's that? I was like, well, just check out the last name in my show. It might help you out there, but it's still it's something fun, and like I said, I want to thank you guys very much for coming on, talking about this here. Like I said, it's been a long time in the making, and I think we're going to do this again very, very soon.
Well, seeing that we get the first one out of the way, it might be a little bit easier now to do the second one. I probably won't drink so much Fireball for the next second or third or fourth one.
Well, yeah. So for everyone, just make sure you're checking out the ACL page, their Facebook page, ACLDN. We've got a couple Octane throwers. We've got Steve Habibian, Mike Ferreira, who there are my dark horses I've picked for the doubles. I've also Steve Habibian. I know it was people didn't like it, but I've got Hasib taking out Matt Guy in round 1.
Oh,
I think Hasib with the kinetics going in Florida, he's been on a hot streak. I think he might just do it.
Yeah,
and
if he holds it on, if he keeps his posture, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good match.
Exactly. Yeah. So, with that being said, we will check you out next week, and just remember, watch out for the players throwing gas because they might just kick your ass.